Here from Deathlike Reviews. I got a new video. Sorry for my absence in the past couple of weeks. I've had some stuff going with school. I hope that's not too loud, and I hope I'm not too quiet. I'm actually gonna turn it down real quick. Just right here. So this is that new video series I posted about the other night on my page. Every other week or so I will post a video talking about my favorite albums that I've been listening to that week. I don't know if that's too loud. I'm going to keep it at that volume for a while. Speaking of my new Facebook page, that will for sure be linked down below, as well as my thrash promotion page with the Black Metal Rebellion. In the back, for those of you wondering, we are listening to Lurid Memory. This album is called Dematerialized. This is kind of thrashy. It's very, very melodic. This is super, super great stuff on Funeral Noise Records. This is awesome. That's another thing about tonight's video. It is all vinyl. I got about 5 albums here to talk about. So why don't we jump into it? This is the first album This is the first vinyl I ever purchased with my own money. This is Motorhead's No Remorse. This is a 2 LP set. Each are 180 gram vinyl. It's plain black. Each insert has a lyric sheet and some pictures on the back. This is probably still my favorite album I've ever purchased, as you can see from all the love and wear marks on it. I can't say enough good things about Motorhead. They were probably my the first real more extreme band that I ever got into. Why did I put that down? Motorhead is still easily one of my favorites of all time. I love this band. Fun fact, one of my buddies, Tom Huck, did some artwork for them a while ago. Yeah. Motorhead, super, super great stuff. Highly recommend it. Next up is this one's really special for an obvious reason that you'll see here in a minute, and that is Power Trip's Nightmare Logic, which I got signed when I saw Power Trip with Exodus and Obituary on October 1st of 2017. This album, man, is just super awesome. Comes on a blue splatter vinyl. Nothing fancy, no lyric sheet. Oh, actually there is a lyric sheet. I just got it hanging on my wall. Sorry about that. Great stuff. This is signed by Riley, as you can see. Favorite songs on this album are everyone's favorite Swing of the Axe, or Executioner's Tax, Firing Squad, Soul Sacrifice. Actually, just this whole album is super awesome. Thrash with a tinge of hardcore influence there. Last year they put out a compilation of some of their older stuff. This Power Trip, if for some reason you're watching, thank you. You are easily one of my favorite thrashier bands out there. This video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than usual, because I don't have as much to talk about. Next up is an album that you guys have seen me show several times. That is Bathory's self-titled. This is the Black Mark recordings reissue. Excuse me. Also, just on plain old black vinyl. It's got a nice little lyric sheet there. My one gripe about this lyric sheet is it's hard to read because it's all in that old English font that the logo is in, which is not the easiest thing in the world to read, but crap. Sorry, the record slipped out of my hands. It's not damaged. Yeah, the Old English font is not the easiest font in the world to read, but that's really the only gripe I have about that. This album is super, super solid. Highly recommend it. Actually, one sec, this video is going to be a little bit too short for me. I'm going to grab a couple more things to talk about real quick. Sorry. Hopefully none of y'all saw what I just grabbed, because we'll get to that last. Next up is another one you all are I hope you all are familiar with, and that is the True Mayhem's Death Crush purple vinyl reissue on let's see. Also this is on Back on Black, and I'm not the world's biggest Mayhem fan. But when it comes to Mayhem, if I'm going to listen to any Mayhem at all, it would be this and not De Mysterious Dom Satanas. I highly prefer the vocals on this. Maniac is just an amazing, amazing vocalist. Not to mention Mannheim's drumming on this album and the recording quality. It's just super, super good. It screams black metal. Anyway, again, this is still going to be a bit of a shorter video. I got about 3 more things to go here. This was my intro to this band, which is a super great intro. This is a Death Angels, The Ultraviolence, which is reissued on white. This album, man, not enough great things to say about it. Lyric sheet, sorry, glare. Lyric sheet on one side, nothing on the other. Wow, what can I say about Death Angel, let alone the Ultraviolence? Actually, I think I'm planning on seeing them later this year with Overkill. Man, Death Angel are just one of those great thrash bands that you should all like, even if you don't like thrash that much. Favorite songs on this: Kill Is One, IPFS, Thrashers, Mistress of Pain, and of course the title track, the Ultraviolence. Marco's vocals on this are just on point, as well as everything else with this album. Got a couple more things here to show tonight. Again, these videos are probably generally going to be a little bit shorter. Slayer, Rain and Blood, Repress, this standard black vinyl, nothing too excited there. Nice little lyric sheet with the American Recordings logo on the back. Nothing too new to say about this album. You're not familiar with it, check it out. This is a thrash classic. Finally glad to have this on vinyl. Again, there's nothing really new to say about this album. It's great. It's what you want from thrash metal. It's fun to listen to. Everything is on point. The guitar work, the vocals, the drums. It's, if you get my drift, I'm just saying that this is a great album. now we're down to our last album, which I just picked up the other day. I kind of just gave that away there if you were paying attention to that area. That is Saxon's Denim and Leather. I just picked this up. This is an original pressing. This has been living on the turntable all week, so that's standard black flimsy vinyl. This album is just a metal classic. Favorite songs are actually the whole first side is great. Princess of the Night, Never Surrender, Out of Control. This album is awesome. I'm so glad to have this on vinyl, and the price I paid for it, I was happy. I think it was like $9. Yeah, that's it for music this week. I'm on spring break next week, so maybe a couple of videos.